First and foremost thing is, what do you mean by coordinate of a point? If I write coordinate of this point is 2, 5, what are the things that you should remember from it?
It's distance from x-axis and y-axis.
Yes.
The distance of P from x-axis.
It's 2 units.
Yes, this is the distance. Is the y coordinate.
Five.
And distance from
Y-axis, it's 2.
y-axis is your x coordinate. Is that clear to you? So whenever I want to find distance from an axis, just you have to look at the coordinate and do, and it is reverse. Distance from x is y coordinate and distance from y is x coordinate. But if it goes to other quadrant, of course, distance is a positive number, but the quadrant can have a negative value for x coordinate and y coordinate. Here, for example, you get x coordinate to be, let's say, -2 it will be, and y coordinate is up. So move -2 to the left and then go up 5. It is -2, 5. This you learned in your junior class. I don't think you need much explanation about it. Then what you learned, is it clear? Please write down. All of you note this. Make a mark, draw a diagram, heading coordinate geometry. If you have a separate book, you can start writing in that. Then mark a point here. Mark it as x, y. Then draw an arrow mark here. And right here, this is y. And mark it here. This is x. Write the coordinate of m and coordinate of n. Write yourself coordinate of m and coordinate of n. What will be the coordinate of m?
X, 0.
X, 0.
And
0, y.
Y.
also write this distance. From origin to this point, what will be the distance?
Under
Root of
0's.
X square plus y square.
this length is x, this length is y.
Sir, x square plus y
X square plus y square.
plus y square.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now subheading. Can I change the page? Everybody has written this much, what I've written on the board.
Yes, sir.
All students, I want a perfect book for coordinate geometry. This book has been kept for 2 years. Okay. Now I'm next page. Distance formula. This all 10th standard I'm revising. See that you learn. One note I want you to write on the previous page. Points on x-axis have y coordinate 0. Points on y-axis have x coordinate 0. One diagram, one concept. That's why I marked this and show x, 0 and y, 0, y.
Point on x-axis.
Points on x-axis. Any point if you take on x-axis,
Okay,
y coordinate 0.
0.
Point on y-axis will have x coordinate 0.
X coordinate is 0. इसमें कोई भी एक्सिस पे पॉइंट नहीं मगर y एक्सिस से ले जाएगा
Yeah.
सब द
Can I change?
यस सर लाइक
Now,
दैट
distance
अपन
formula.
क्या शापन करके देगी क्या
I didn't get you. Mark this x1, y1. Mark here bx2, y2. How to find this distance? What will be the distance between AB? What will be the length AB? Do you know? Length AB, distance formula, distance between A and B. Can anybody tell me?
Root x1 x2 minus x1
The whole square.
प्लस y2 minus y1 the whole square
y2 minus y1 the whole square.
Do you know how you get this answer? If I draw a perpendicular like this, I'll use some other color. If I draw a perpendicular like this, I'll get a right angle triangle. This length AN is x2 minus x1. This length BN is y2 minus y1. So Pythagoras theorem will give you AB, that is x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square, root of it. Is it fine?
yes sir
Yes. Now I am going to teach you session formula.
1 second, sir. I was writing.
Yes, please.
Done, sir.
Section formula. That means you're going to cut the line. If I have a segment AB, x1, y1, another point B, x2, y2. I have a point P in between A and B. And this P is dividing in a particular ratio, let's say m is to n. Then what will be the coordinate of P? So what is that? P divides AB internally in the ratio m is to n. Now multiply, m should multiply x2, n should multiply x1, and divide by m plus n. Look at the way it has to be done, everybody. This m will multiply x2, cross multiply. This ratio n will multiply a's coordinate. Add both of them and divide by m plus n. Same thing to be applied for y coordinate. M y2 plus n y1 divided by m plus n. Is it clear? Do you have you heard this or not? First time you are hearing.
No, no, sir.
yes
I
sir
did it before only.
yeah
You did it
at
already.
the
Yes, sir.
I did it before.
10th
Last year.
10th में ही के भी पहले.
Okay. All boards have learned, no?
Yeah.
Yes.
I know you have learned. Just I personally, I know the syllabus of every board. Just I wanted to check with you what you would say. P is midpoint of AB. That means A here x1, y1, B here x2, y2, B exactly the middle point. That means the ratio is 1:1. In that case, what will be the coordinate of P?
P1 1
Yeah. M became what?
x2 x1 plus x2
Above.
divided by 2.
1 plus x2
Y
upon 2.
x1 plus x2 divided by 2 and y plus y2 divided by
Look up the average.
Yep.
The average of the coordinate is a midpoint. How do you calculate the average? Add and divide by 2.
Plus.
So it is average, what you call arithmetic mean, you call it. Arithmetic mean of coordinate of A and B. This you don't write, just for your understanding everything.
So what is the full form of AM? Automatic?
Arithmetic mean, average. You call it as average, no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Arithmetic mean.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, arithmetic mean, it's like a Bisleri and mineral water. How many mineral waters are there? Many, no? One of them is Bisleri, no? Same way, average is a common name for many means. One is called arithmetic mean, median, mode. All this together are called average. Arithmetic mean is one form of an average. So this is arithmetic mean. So don't call it average. Actually, it's wrong to call average. You should call it as arithmetic mean. Okay, completed?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
1 minute.
Now we will check if the point is outside AB. That means A is here, B is here, and P is here. This is x1, y1. This is x2, y2. And the coordinate of P is how much you have to calculate. They divide externally in the ratio m:n. So what P divides AB externally in the ratio m:n. Then the coordinate of P would be, can you tell me? Look at this, AB m:n. M will multiply B's coordinate, N will multiply A's coordinate. M will multiply B's coordinate, mx2, minus
Plus.
N x1 divided by M minus N. Same way M y2 minus N y1.
And Y1 M minus N.
I'm going to give you a worksheet on this, because you have already studied in 10th. So I'm directly giving you the question. Then we'll clear the doubts. I'm just revising only the formula. And remember, like this cross multiplication you must remember. M will multiply A's coordinate, N will multiply B's coordinate. In case of internal division, plus sign. In case of external division, minus sign. Done that? Centroid formula. You know what do you mean by centroid?
Triangle.
In a triangle,
Not.
what do you mean by centroid?
When the medians meet at a common point, that point is known as centroid, no?
Very good. How to draw the median? Take the midpoint.
Connect.
Take the midpoint. And take the midpoint. So D, E, F are the midpoints of the side.
And then draw angle of bisector.
No. Don't use the word angle bisector.
Connected with the opposite side.
Median. What do you call this? Median. What do you call this? Median.
Okay.
Same way, this is called median because it may not be the angle bisector. It may not bisect the angle. And all of them will pass through one point. So D, E, F are midpoints of the respective sides. Then you will call AD, BE, and CF are medians. They all meet at G. They're all meeting at G. And G is called the
Centroid.
And coordinate of G would be, if suppose we know the coordinate of A as x1, y1, B as x2, y2, C as x3, y3. Then coordinate of the centroid is also average. x1, x2, x3 divided by how much? How many terms are there in the
3.
numerator? 3.
3.
3, sir.
Yeah, y1 plus y2 plus y3 divided by 2. This is the formula to calculate the centroid. Finished? So they will become
No,
midpoints.
sir.
And one more thing, the centroid G divides the median in the ratio
2:1.
internally. That means AG upon JD is 2/1. Do you know what is angle bisector theorem?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes. So tell me now. Using the angle bisector theorem, you will have to tell me if I have a triangle like this.
Okay.
Let's say this is A, B, C. And here, George, I'm drawing the angle bisector. See the angle bisector? It need not be the midpoint.
Yes, yes.
This D need not be the midpoint. In usual notation, length AB is denoted as small letter C. Length AC is denoted as small letter B. Can you tell me what ratio D divides BC?
D divide B.
What ratio does D divide BC?
AB upon BD is equal to AC upon DC. वैसा?
Correct. AB upon, tell me.
AB upon BD is equal to AC upon DC.
AC upon DC.
DC.
इसका मतलब BD upon DC. BD इस तरफ आ गया, AC नीचे आएगा.
हाँ.
AB upon AC.
हाँ, वो कंस्ट्रक्शन करके
AB
लाते
क्या
हैं.
है? C. और BC क्या है? B. So ratio of division. So the ratio in which D divides BC.
D is to B.
D divides BC will be C is to B.
To B. Yeah.
So if I take the coordinate of this as x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3, then the coordinate of D would be, they are dividing what ratio? C is to B. C will multiply x3, B will multiply x2 divided by C plus B. Same way, C will multiply y3, B will multiply y2 divided by C plus B. So they'll cross multiply. This length will multiply this side. This length will multiply this side and divide by sum of the ratio. Now point is not at over. If I draw one more angle bisector, and one more angle bisector, they all will meet at one point. Do you know what is the name of this point?
Centroid.
Centroid already हो गया ना, ये centroid था, median का meeting point centroid है.
Okay, okay. Orthocenter.
Ortho means perpendicular. That's the meeting point of the altitudes.
अच्छा अच्छा.
Nobody in the class?
एक मिनट है सर. Orthocenter.
They are called in center.
In center.
It's called in center.
Circle.
Yes, while drawing circle inside a triangle.
Yes, you can draw a circle like this inside.
Yes, sir. Touching
Circle
the
inside.
sides of triangle.
Yeah, now mark here, they are equal. They both are equal. And the formula for the incenter. Now listen carefully. What is this length? 1 minute. What is this length BC known as? What is the notation for BC? A, small letter A. This notation you understood, no? AB length is denoted by small letter C. BC's length is denoted by small letter A. And AC's length is denoted by small letter B. That's a usual notation in a triangle. Now for the incenter, A will multiply x1. B will multiply x2. C will multiply x3. That opposite sides will multiply the vertex divided by A plus B plus A. Same way y coordinate. A y1 plus B y2 C y3
plus C y3. Divided by A plus.
This is a formula for incenter. Very important formula. I hope you are noting down.
Yes, sir.
Noting down? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So wait, sir.
Just what do you mean by orthocenter? What is orthocenter of a triangle? Ortho means perpendicular. Whenever you see the word ortho in mathematics, it stands for perpendicular. Orthogonal, perpendicular. So it is a meeting point of the altitudes. Did you follow this? How do you draw altitude? From vertex A, draw a perpendicular to BC, so you'll get the altitude. Another altitude, I can draw something like this. And the third altitude.
From point C.
Yeah. And very interesting, all the three altitudes also pass through a fixed point.
That point is known as orthocenter.
Correct. We denote it by H. So the meeting point of the altitudes. AD, BE, and CF is called orthocenter. So we cannot find any formula. There is no formula as such for orthocenter as of now. Later on, we'll see. I don't say there is no formula at all. There is formula. But as far as our syllabus is concerned, we are not much bothered about that formula. But we will learn how to find the orthocenter of a triangle, not using any particular formula. Done?
So